Hey there, it's Bobby Legs, and welcome to another episode of Bobby Legs Loves Watches. And today I will be reviewing the new Islander ISL 60. The Islander ISL 60 is the latest release by Mark over at Long Island Watches. Make no mistake, this is heavily influenced stylistically and specs wise and everything by the Seiko Monster, specifically the second generation. Now, he released 4 other variations to this model. So if you want to check them out, go on to his website. I'll have a link to his website in the description below. Now, before we get into this review, please remember to like and subscribe and click that bell icon to get updates every time I upload new videos. I love making these videos, and I hope you like them too. So let's get on with it. We have a 42 millimeter case diameter, a 47 millimeter lug to lug, 13.0 millimeter case thickness, and you do have this double domed sapphire crystal with anti-reflective on the inside, which is a improvement from the original Seiko second generation Monster, which I believe had the flat hardlex crystal here. 20 millimeter lug to lug, 316L stainless steel case and bracelet. The bracelet is pretty much spot on to the Seiko Monster, with the exception that it does have it's a solid link bracelet, and you do have screws into size, which is definitely an improvement from, in my opinion anyway, from the push and collar system, which I've always had problems sizing and getting those out. I mean, once you have the proper tools, it is a lot easier, but it is an extra effort that, you know, for me, I could pass. I could pass on that. Screwed in case back here with the Islander and the logo there. Now this is a milled clasp. It is I believe the second gen was stamped. You do have the fold over and the double push button, 3 micro adjust. Now I have a 6 3/4 inch wrist, so I took out 3 links from the inside of the watch, of the bracelet, and 2 from the outside. So just a tip, if you have 6 3/4 inches and you'd like to wear the watch just like I do. So stainless steel bezel here, and what I'll have to say is the bezel action is a little loose for my taste, not too much resistance. I'm just slowing down here because my glove seems to get caught while I'm turning the bezel. So I don't know if that's a quality control issue or if that's an issue at all. It's pretty loose, and it's 120 click. But I mean, it's not bad. I mean, it still works fine. It's just I prefer a little more tension on my bezels. Anyway, so very monster-like, of course. You have some divots here for the grip, scalloping, I guess you can call it. The profile is, of course, exactly what you're used to with the Seiko Monster. Holes at the end of the lugs here for easy strap and bracelet change. Now we have here, it is powered by the NH36 movement, which is the equivalent to the 4R36. That's why I'm comparing it to the Seiko 2 Gen. 24 joule, 21,600 beats per hour, 41 hour power reserve, according to Caliber Corner, which is where I typically go to when I want to get some additional information about a movement. Day and date on the 3 o'clock window. No Cyclops. I don't think the second gen had Cyclops. The third gen had the Cyclops, and that was only date only, I believe. You do have the markings here, the hour markings that are very familiar. Super Luminova on the hour markings, and the hands as well, the hour and the minute hand. The lume is great on Mark's watches, so I'll stick in a lume shot here. You do have the Islander symbol at the 12 o'clock, and automatic 200-meter water resistance here. This is a 4-o'clock crown, screw-in crown, aggressively knurled, it's self-winding, hand winding, and it also hacks. I think we're all pretty much familiar how to work this movement by unscrewing it. First position will wind, second position will change the day and date, and the third the time. It is signed with his Long Island symbol there, the Islander symbol. He has here, so let's get a weight before I talk about what I like and dislike about the watch. Now this is measured, the weight here is according to my 6 3/4 inch wrist. So like, I took some 5 links out and about 180 grams. So it's a pretty heavy watch, as you Monster fans will know. So a couple of things I do like the improvements here. The double dome sapphire crystal is a nice touch. The screw in links for me is the biggest improvement that he did here, the biggest modification. The push and pin collar system, not a fan of. Like I said before, if you have the tools, it's okay, but it's really an effort that I just rather not go through ever again. Now, a couple things that I wish, I'm not, it's a head scratcher to me. I mean, he added these minute markers in underneath the hour markers, if you know what I mean. So you have the 05 and around here the 20 to 25 and so on. And I just feel like that kind of crowds up the space a little bit. This is the blue dial variant here. He has a black, a red, a white, like a frost, not a frost, but a white with the hour indices, kind of like a border with a nice blue, and then he has an all loomed dial version. So yeah, it just seems a little bit crowded over here with these added numbers here, because the minute tracks, as you can see, or the second tracks are pretty long. But that, that's just a matter of styling and taste for me. I wish the QC was a little bit better with this. Let me just take this glove off here, and as you can see, it's like pretty easy to move, to twist or turn the dial here, and it's almost like I can't describe or further highlight how easy it is. It's almost like there's a little give here, and I think it's probably maybe just a QC issue with this particular one. And I'm sure if I sent it back to Mark, he has excellent service, customer service. He'd fix that up for me pretty well. Let me throw this on wrist. So other than that, I mean, this is, I don't know how he gets away with it, to be honest with you, because look, the other releases that he made, they were Seiko SKXs, they were discontinued. I mean, the second gen is discontinued too, but there was a huge modding community that was built around the SKX, and he, took advantage of it, and rightfully so, and that was great. But I just imagine, I hope he's done everything legally in a sense that can cover himself with this, because this is direct, man. This is a direct copy. It pretty much is, and the other ones, to a certain extent too. But this one is oh man. I mean, I guess he's gotten the blessing from Seiko to do this, or maybe maybe I just don't understand copyright law, and I'm absolutely wrong. But if you're a fan of a second generation Seiko, and the pricing on those have skyrocketed on eBay, and you don't want to pay that price, but you want the look, you can pick one of these up. Now these are MSRPing for $279. So again, I don't know if the Seiko Monster Fanatic is going to pick one of these up, because the Seiko Monster Fanatic likes the Monster as is, second generation, with the hard legs, with the push pin collar. Do you know what I mean? Or at least that's my impression. So I don't know if the really zealous fanatic is gonna pick one of these up, But maybe if you do like the look and you're not as fanatical and you can't, afford or find or willing to pay some of the secondary pricing market prices for the discontinued second gen, this could be an option for you. Anyway, guys, let me know what you think about this watch. Please put a comment below, and I'll see you in the next video.